Sunrise. The soft glow of the sun wraps the blue sky in a golden veil. The tall walls of the royal palace glisten with light. Birds chirp in the air, and the sounds of bustling royal servants echo in the background. This is the tale of a prince whose fate was written in shadows, yet he vowed to bring light to it. The kingdom of Nuristan, where justice, love, and wisdom reigned, and its noble-hearted king, Sultan Aryan. Prince Orhan, flipping through pages. What is this? Inside the book is a beautiful illustration. A girl with golden hair glowing under the sunlight. The prince gazes at the image in astonishment. Prince Orhan. Who is this maiden? There's such sorrow in her eyes. And that golden hair, as if the sun itself has touched it. He quickly picks up the book and rushes to the palace's wise elder, the sage Yasin. The palace's mysterious library, Sage Yasin, an elderly man with a white beard, sits in deep meditation. Prince Orhan. Honorable Master, I saw this image. Is this a tale of fiction or a truth forgotten? Sage Yasin, sighing. This image is no myth, dear prince. That maiden, Nilafar, is imprisoned in an enchanted forest. Many kings, princes, and warriors have gone to find her, but none ever returned. Prince Orhan, disturbed. Is she alive? Who has imprisoned her? Sage Yasin. It is said the forest is a place where reason fails and intentions are tested. The creatures within are unlike any known to men, and behind every path lies a hidden secret. Orhan remains silent for a moment. Then, looking into the sage's eyes, he speaks with resolve. Prince Orhan, I will go and free Nilafar. The royal court, daytime. Sultan Aryan sits on the throne, surrounded by ministers and guards. Prince Orhan enters with determined steps. Prince Orhan, Father, I seek your permission. I am about to embark on a journey that is not easy, but my heart tells me it will define my destiny. Sultan Aryan, with shock and concern. Have you gone mad, Orhan? Do you know what it means to enter that forest? Prince Orhan, I am listening to the voice of my soul, Father. If Nilafar is imprisoned, then her sorrow is my sorrow. And if I do nothing, I may never forgive myself. Sultan Aryan, after a moment of silence. If you must go, then take 3 sacred tokens from Sage Yasin. He will give you 3 signs to guide your path. But remember, each sign will test you, and each step will cost you something. The prince bows his head and takes his leave. The narrator's voice returns in the background. Narrator. And thus began Prince Orhan's tale, one that would test not only his heart, but change the fate of Nuristan itself. The ancient royal library behind the palace, a place where time seems to have frozen. Sage Yasin sits cross-legged before an enormous, mysterious book. The room glows red and remains utterly silent. Sage Yasin, softly. So, you've made your decision, Orhan? Prince Orhan. Yes, Master. A light has been kindled in my heart. Sage Yasin, with a mystical smile. Then listen well, my prince. This journey will not only test your body, but your soul as well. He pulls out a sealed envelope from the book, then a small empty bowl, and finally, a clay seal. Sage Yasin, these are the 3 secrets, 3 sacred trusts. First, the message of silence. Second, the bowl of truth. Third, the seal of intention. Prince Orhan, curious. What do they mean? Sage Yasin. The first will teach you that knowing when to speak and when to remain silent may one day decide your fate. The second will show you that truth can be bitter, but only truth leads to salvation. The third is the most delicate. The seal of intention only remains intact in the hands of those with pure hearts. For the false-hearted, it crumbles to dust. He hands Prince Orhan a small bottle and a torn piece of parchment. Sage Yasin, open this bottle only when you feel someone is deceiving you. And on this paper, only one name can be written. The name of the one who truly loves you. The royal vizier, soldiers, and villagers have gathered to bid him farewell. King Arian stands at a distance, watching in silence, pride and tears both visible in his eyes. King Arian, thinking to himself, "My son, today he is no longer a boy. Today he becomes a man." Prince Orhan bows respectfully to his father. The king nods in return. Sage Yasin, remember, my prince, every misguidance begins with a lie, and every path to truth is paved with sacrifice. Prince Orhan, I am ready for every trial, master. His horse surges forward. Moonlight filters through the trees onto the ground. An ancient gate stands in the darkness, and strange whispering voices echo like human speech. Gatekeeper, emerging from the shadows. Turn back, traveler. Beyond this point, everything may deceive you. Your sight, your breath, even your heart. Nothing will remain truly yours. Prince Orhan, calm yet determined. Even if my breath leaves me, I will still search for Nilafar. The gate creaks open on its own, with a terrifying sound. A prince, 3 secrets, and a shadowed world of trials. Will he ever reach the golden-haired Nilafar? Or will he lose himself in a realm where even one's identity is forgotten? A cold, silent night. Prince Orhan enters a dense, dark forest. The tree branches seem to reach out, trying to stop him. Whispering winds echo all around. This was no ordinary forest. This was the forest of Zulmora, where every tree held an ancient secret, and every shadow was the grave of a lost soul. Prince Orhan to himself, my heart feels fear, but Nilafar's image is before my eyes. I must not stop. Suddenly, the horse halts. Its ears perk up. From the mist ahead, a beautiful deer appears, but its eyes are blue, human-like. Deer, with a human voice, Prince, would you give your life for love? Prince Orhan, to die for love is easy, but staying loyal is the real test. The deer turns slowly and walks deeper into the woods. A glowing path begins to appear. Orhan follows, riding into the light. Deep within the forest, a mystical lake glowing under the moonlight. A voice rises from beneath the water. Nilafar's voice, faint yet piercing the heart. Can you free me from my prison, Orhan? Prince Orhan looks around, startled. In the lake's depths, a blurry image begins to form. Nilafar, trapped, her eyes filled with tears, golden hair scattered, lips holding a patient question. Prince Orhan, shouting, Nilafar, where are you? Show me the way. Suddenly, a thunderous roar. The lake water erupts into the sky. A powerful wave knocks Orhan unconscious. A dream world. Prince Orhan stands in a golden palace. Nilafar stands before him, smiling, but her eyes are heavy with sorrow. Nilafar, Orhan, if you can pay the price of truth, then I can be yours. Prince Orhan, I left my kingdom, my comforts, and even my identity for the truth. Now, nothing matters more than you. Nilafar, softly. Then awaken. Your trial is not over. Orhan opens his eyes. He's lying beside the lake. In his hand is the same dusty bottle given by Sage Yasin. Slowly, he uncorks it. Voice from the bottle. Sage Yasin. The first illusion always arrives in the form of a dream. You can hear the steps of reality, but never of a dream. If your heart stays anchored in truth, you will find Nilafar. A glimpse, a dream, a mirage. Can Prince Orhan tell the difference between truth and illusion? Is Nilafar truly imprisoned? Or is she herself a spell? The journey continues, and greater trials await. A desolate mountain path. Prince Orhan walks with wounded feet. Suddenly, a glowing inn appears ahead, filled with lights, fragrances, music, and laughter. When the destination seems near, that's when deception strikes the deadliest blow. This was a place where fragrance carried poison, and smiles were sharper than daggers. Orhan opens the door. Inside stands a beautiful woman, her dress shimmering, her eyes like a dream. She welcomes him with open arms. "Woman," in a captivating voice. "Prince Orhan, we were waiting just for you. Rest now, for the tale is meant for you." Prince Orhan, surprised. "You know my name?" "Woman, knowing your name is no miracle, but recognizing the truth behind a dream, now that is." Inside the inn, a mysterious hall. Prince Orhan sits alone. The lights dim. A soft melody begins to play. A voice like Nilafar's rises. Nilafar's voice, soft, yet hypnotic. "Orhan, if you can't reach me, will you lose yourself?" Prince stands abruptly and runs toward the voice, but each door he reaches slams shut. The walls begin to shift. Faces smile mockingly. Eyes begin to burn. Prince Orhan, shouting, "What is this illusion? I came to find you, and now everything feels like a lie." Suddenly, an old servant appears, his face half burnt, one eye shut. He slowly approaches Orhan. "Old servant, this inn is for those who are weak at heart. If you've ever lied, even once, or held greed in your heart, you will turn to stone, just like them." Orhan looks around, stunned. The statues on the walls aren't sculptures. They're people, frozen in fear, deception, or desire. "Old servant, truth lives in the heart, not on the tongue. If Nilafar is your dream, then you must wake up to reach her." Orhan closes his eyes and begins to pray. A voice rises from deep within his soul. Prince Orhan, from the heart. "O Allah, protect me from lies, greed, deceit, and the fire of temptation. Keep me on the path of truth, even if it's painful." In a flash, the entire environment begins to shift. The inn crumbles into dust, the woman vanishes, and a dark, empty path opens ahead. The killer inn burned to ash, but a lesson lived on. He who walks the path of truth will find that the path reveals itself. Will Prince Orhan survive the next deception of the forest? Is Nilafar merely a voice or a hidden reality? And more than anything, is truth enough for love? A desolate valley. Early morning. Prince Orhan emerges from the ruins of the inn and arrives at the edge of a mist-covered forest. The fog hides everything. Suddenly, a thunderous voice echoes through the air. Enchanter, in a deep, slow voice. "Only those who do not fear the dark deserve the light. You who dare step forward, can you sacrifice your pride for truth?" A mysterious enchanter emerges from the mist. Long beard, glowing eyes, and a shining staff in hand. Prince Orhan, in awe. Who are you? Do you know where Nilafar is? Enchanter, I am the one who asks the questions, not answers them. There are 3 questions I carry. Each one will test the very core of your soul. If you fail, even your name will be erased from time itself. The enchanter draws a glowing circle around Prince Orhan. The earth begins to tremble. Enchanter, the first question. You see 3 people before you. One is starving, the second is wounded, and the third, your enemy. You have only 1 piece of bread. Who will you give it to? Prince Orhan, after thinking deeply, I will give it to the wounded one. Because the starving can eat tomorrow, the enemy will take it as poison. But the wounded needs help now. Enchanter, smiling gently. A heart that recognizes pain is never far from truth. Enchanter, the second question. 3 doors stand before you. One leads to Nilafar, one grants you a kingdom, and one promises to save your father's life. Which door will you choose? Prince Orhan, closing his eyes, I will choose the 3rd door, because without my father, the throne is hollow, and without his blessings, even Nilafar's love would feel empty. Enchanter, bowing his head silently. There is still light within your heart, Prince. Enchanter. Now, the final question. What if you learn that Nilafar is the daughter of a sinner, a thief, a killer of many lives? Would you still love her? Or would you leave her for the sake of your royal honor? A long silence, tears fill Prince Orhan's eyes. Prince Orhan, I love Nilafar, not her father's sins. If her heart is pure, I will never abandon her, because my bond is not with blood, it's with character. Thunder crashes, the mist clears, a rare softness appears in the enchanter's eyes. Enchanter, Prince Orhan, you have answered all 3 questions with the heart of a true lover and a true man. Now, the path ahead has opened for you. But remember, the greatest trial still awaits. The enchanter gives Prince Orhan a small parrot. Enchanter, this parrot will only speak when you lie. It is your companion in truth, but if you fall for deceit, it will abandon you and fall forever silent. Prince Orhan places the parrot on his shoulder. The enchanter vanishes. A magnificent golden door appears ahead. 3 doors of truth have opened, but the one that opens now will strip the soul bare. Will Prince Orhan, in the quest to find Nilafar, lose himself instead? Beyond a golden door, a dark corridor winds downward into the dungeon. Prince Orhan, the parrot perched on his shoulder, descends cautiously. Sometimes, to reach the light, one must pass through the darkest depths of the abyss. Torches flicker along the damp walls of the dungeon. A rusty old door creaks. A faint voice echoes from within. Nilafar, soft, sorrowful voice. If you've come for me, know this, I'm not the woman you gave up everything for. Prince Orhan pushes the door open. A weak yet dignified young woman sits shackled in chains, the same golden hair, but her eyes carry the weight of a wounded past. Prince Orhan, eyes glistening. Nilafar! Nilafar, with a faint smile. My name trembles on your lips. Do you know I'm the daughter of a murderer? Flashback. Little Nilafar hides from her cruel father, seeking refuge in her mother's embrace. Nilafar, narrating, My father, Shakir the bandit, was a beast of the forest. He looted royal caravans, spilled innocent blood, and he kept me imprisoned, so I'd never see the light. Prince Orhan, listening in silence. Then why are you locked here if you did nothing? Nilafar, with tears. Because one day, my father attacked the royal convoy, and I was the only witness. I walked into the palace myself, told them everything, handed my own father over to the enemy, and my reward was a prison cell. Prince Orhan, in disbelief. You turned in your own father? Nilafar, sometimes truth is so bitter. It demands the sacrifice of blood. I never sought a royal life, only the peace of my conscience. The parrot on Orhan's shoulder suddenly speaks. Parrot, it's true. She is a daughter of truth, not of a bandit. Tears roll down Orhan's cheeks. He kneels and breaks Nilafar's chains. Prince Orhan, with fierce resolve. If you gave up everything for the truth, then I shall give up everything to set you free. Even if the whole world stands in my way, I will walk you into the light. Nilafar, softly. Do you know, outside these walls, conspiracies await? Your brothers, your ministers, they believe you are dead. If they see you alive, you'll be a threat. Prince Orhan, if truth is a threat, then I'm ready to become that threat. Prince Orhan holds Nilafar's hand as they walk out of the dungeon. The sorcerer's parrot vanishes at the door, leaving behind one final whisper. Sorcerer, echoing voice from nowhere. True love is what shatters chains, and true truth is worth more than any crown. But remember, the final trial now begins. The palace gates may close forever. The tale of love and sacrifice approaches its final turn. But the ending, only the one who wrote the beginning truly knows. Morning light spreads across the palace walls. The royal court is filled with ministers. Every face is tense with anxiety. When love enters the court, riding on the shoulders of truth, the throne begins to tremble. The crown starts to shiver, and masks fall from faces. Prime Minister Kamaruddin, cloaked in black, leads King Aryan into the palace garden. Kamaruddin, cunningly. Your Majesty, Prince Orhan has been missing for months. The people are restless, and the kingdom needs an heir. It is time to declare the throne vacant. King Aryan, with sorrow. Whether Orhan is alive or dead, I will wait for his return. He is not just my son. He is the conscience of this kingdom. At that moment, a loud cry rises from the palace gates. Palace guard, Prince Orhan has returned. Silence falls over the court. All eyes turn toward the grand doors. Prince Orhan enters the palace courtyard, holding Nilafar's hand. His clothes are dusty, his steps weary, but his eyes gleam with determination. Prince Orhan, in a strong voice, I haven't just returned with life. I bring a tale of truth, love, and sacrifice. Kamaruddin, angrily, how dare you bring a bandit's daughter into the palace? Have you come to trample the laws of the realm? Prince Orhan, firmly, this is the same daughter who handed her father over to justice. The same girl who kept the flame of truth alive in the darkness of a prison. The court begins to murmur. Some lower their heads, others silently watch Nilafar. King Aryan descends from the throne and slowly walks toward Orhan. King Aryan, with teary eyes, my son, you have done what even kings could not. You chose truth over the throne, forgiveness over the sword, and love over hatred. He turns toward Nilafar. King Aryan, daughter, if there's no place for you in this palace, then its walls are already broken. From this day, you are our daughter, and the life partner of Orhan. Kamaruddin silently steps back, but Prince Orhan looks directly at him. Prince Orhan, and you, Minister, who turned this palace into a field of conspiracies. You will now answer to the people. Guards arrest the minister. The crowd bursts into applause. A grand wedding ceremony is underway. Nilüfer, dressed in white, with golden hair flowing, enters the palace like a princess. Prince Orhan stands holding her hand. And thus, the prince's quest wasn't just for a maiden with golden hair, but for a truth, a love, and a sacrifice that would live on for centuries in tales. This is not just a story of love. It is the tale of light's triumph and of truth claiming the throne.